Welcome to today's tutorial, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how I was able to design this photography flyer design for JSON Studio. Alright, so do well to follow me to the end of this video so you won't miss out on any of these steps. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new project, and then I'll head over to image size. I'm going to change the size to 1080 by 1350. And why am I using this size? Most of my designs, I ensure that I upload them on Instagram. Okay, so and Instagram portrait size is simply 1080 by 1350. Okay, so firstly I'm going to create a shape. Alright, I'm going to create a shape, a circular shape at that, and then I'm going to change the color to black. Then I'm going to increase the shape. Okay, so I'm going to ensure that it's at the middle and at the center. Then I'm going to copy this, because most times when you enlarge shape or images on pixel lab, they tend to reduce quality. So I'm going to delete the first one I created, and then I'm going to make use of this. So I'm going to make sure that it's at the middle and also at the center, and then I'm going to lock it. The next thing I'll do is I'm going to create a shape. Alright, so I need a kind of straight line. Let me increase it a little bit, and I'm going to drag it down here. Okay, so I will ensure it's at the middle and also at the center. Let me reduce the size a little bit. So I'm going to turn off the enabled, and then I'm going to reduce the width. Yes, so let me increase it. Let me just leave it the way it was. So yeah, then I'm going to copy the same, and then I'm going to head over to rotate. I'm going to rotate it to 90 degree. Then I'll make sure that it's also at the middle and also at the center. Okay, and then I'm going to lock both of them. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'll merge these three together. Okay, before then I'm going to create a circular shape to stay at the middle here. Then I'm going to bring it to the middle and to the center, and then I'm going to lock it. Okay, so I'm going to combine the shapes. Before then, let's create a rectangular shape that will cover the whole workspace, and then I'm going to bring it to the back. Also, I'll centralize it and also ensure it's at the middle. So I'm going to lock all of them. I'm going to then combine or merge them together. So now that I've merged them, I'm going to head over to erase color, and I'll turn it on. I'll click on the speaker, and then I'll select the color that I want to erase. Then I'll click on this check mark. So now we have successfully erased the black color. Okay, and then I'm going to change the background to likely, let's say background, let's just make it red. Okay, alright, so I'm going to lock this. Now what I want to do is that I want to put images into this shape. So I'll go to gallery, and I'll go to my downloads. Okay, I have some images here. Okay, let me select this guy first. Okay, so I'm going to bring him to the back of the shape, and then I'm going to just resize him and ensure that he's taking the space I want him to. Then now I'm going to head over to mask. So what this mask simply do is that it will help me cut some parts that I don't want to be visible. Okay, so I'll just make sure that I position this well to fit So I'll make sure that it's kind of straight so that it won't cut out some parts that I don't want. Okay, then I will head over, I'll bring this here, and I'm going to make sure this is also straight. Most times the masking tool most times require patience, yeah, to a very large extent. So I feel like I can make do with this, and then I'm going to enable it. Now it is in, I'm going to click on out. So what that will do for me is that it's going to cut out those parts that I don't want. Okay, so let me do another example, then I'm going to pause the video, then complete the rest so as to save our time. So I'm going to import another image again. Let me look for this lady. Let me make use of this one. Okay, so I'm going to bring it to the back also. Okay, I feel like I'm okay with this. Okay, I'm increase that a little bit. Yeah, this makes more sense. So I'm going to head over to mask again. Let's mask this up. So it necessarily doesn't have to be a complete straight line like that, but then the purpose of the mask should be evident. Okay, so this is it. So I've done for two pictures. All right, so I'm going to just save this. I'm going to just pause the video now so that I can do for the rest. So I'm done fixing the pictures. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to merge everything together, but before then I'm going to change the color of this to a color that I can't find in any of the images. Okay, so if I click on color, let's see which color can I use that I can't find in any of the images. Likely light green. Light green. Yes, so I'm going to merge everything together. Then I'll go to erase color again. Then I'm going to use the color picker to select this green. Can you see what just happened? So I can increase it a little. If you increase it too much, it's going to reflect on the image and you don't want that, but you can increase it a little bit but still ensure that the images are still sharp. Okay, so then I'll go to background and then click on transparent. Can you see now? So can you see how awesome this is? Let me return it back to the middle and to the center. Yeah, so I'm going to export this. So basically we are going to be needing this for our major design. Okay, so I'm going to save this as a project also, but before then let me return it to the way it was in pieces. Yes, so let me just keep it as a project, so in case I find out any mistake on it, I can easily head back to this place so that I can edit it again. Okay, so now I'm going to now create a new project, and this time I'm going to also change the width to 1080 and 1350. Okay, so majorly be using white for our design. Okay, so let's import the new manipulation that we just did. Okay, so I can either place this here and use it like this. However, I don't just want to use it like that. Okay, so I want to do some kind of trick to it. So I'm going to head over to eraser. Firstly, I will erase this part off. Okay, sorry. So I want only the first guy to be seen. Like I made a mistake while erasing. Okay, so I'm coming. Eraser. Let me erase this face a little bit. Yes. Then I'm going to head over to stroke. I'll turn on the stroke, and then I'll select black. So let's increase the stroke to 4. I'll still head over to eraser and erase this very well. Okay, so I have this, and then I'm going to copy this again. Now this time around, I also head over to eraser. I'll click on this undo button, and then now I want the lady to be visible, so I'll erase every other person. So by now you should get the idea behind it. So likely after this lady, I'm going to pause the video and then continue after I am done erasing all the images I actually need, so as to save time, because I don't want this video to be too long. So eraser. Okay, so we can resize this and place it here. Then I can change the color of the stroke to lightly red. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video now and then do for the rest. So I'm done creating for all the pictures. Okay, so let's just try and resize. I'm going to lock everything, then I'll begin to edit the ones I want to resize. So let me reduce this a little bit. I love that. Then I'm going to resize this also. So I'm going to change the stroke color of this to black. Then I can adjust it. So then I'm going to import a camera lens. Then I'm going to make sure that it covers the space in between. Then let me reduce the size a little bit. Let's reduce the size. Okay, I feel like I should make this as a stroke. Let's make the stroke of this red. This also. Let's make this black. The lady, let's make our stroke black. And then the other guy, let's make his stroke black too. And then this last guy, let's make his stroke red. Alright, I feel like this is okay. Then I can lock on my elements. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start inputting the content that I need to put. So firstly, I'm going to click on text, and then I'm going to write capturing. So I want to write capturing moment. So first write capturing, and then I'm going to use Bibas font. So I'm going to make use of black. Then I'm going to copy it, and then I'll change this to moments. Then I'll change the color to red, and the X code for the red is C90200. Okay, so I'm going to increase this to match up with this. And I'll make up into this. Okay. Let's take this one up. Then we want to type the last column. Then I'll change this font to Montserrat Board. Then I'll change the size to 23. Means I'll reduce the size based on this. Let's see if 23 can do. It's too small. Then I'll change the color to black itself. Black, yes. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to shadow, and I'll turn on this, and then I'm going to reduce the blur radius to 1, then the opacity to 24, then offset X, let's take it to 2, and offset Y 3. Okay, so to just create a kind of shadow effect, on the text. Then the next thing I'm going to create is a bezier shape. Okay, so I'm going to ensure that nothing is highlighted on your, make sure that you are not selecting anything so that you can see the bezier tool. So once you click on the bezier tool, now I'm going to click on, there are 5 boxes, right? So I'm going to click on the third one, right? So it's going to close it, and then I'll click on the middle here. Then I'll begin to adjust this. Yeah, I feel like I'm okay with this. Then I'm going to increase opacity, and then I'm going to reduce the stroke, and then I'll change this to gradient black. Okay, so this is how I'm going to go about it. I'm going to click on this darker region, and then I'm going to change the color to 63636. Sorry, 636361. Oh no. So let's change this to normal black, while I change this to the 6361. Yeah, this is awesome. So now I'm going to take this here so that it can just look like this. Then I'm going to increase this to cover up the whole workspace. Alright, so just like I said in the beginning of this tutorial, most times when you adjust shapes, they tend to reduce in size. So I'm going to copy this, I'll delete the first one, and then I'm going to position this like this. Then I'll lock it so I won't move it by mistake. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a shape. Then I'll change this to black. Then I'll increase the radius. Then I'll head over to okay, let's head over to shadow. Turn this on. Reduce the blur radius. You can increase the offsets. Let's see. I'm going to use a transparent black. Yeah. Nope. Let's see. Okay, makes sense. Then the next thing I'm going to do is these pictures. I feel like they are taking too much space, so let me try and reduce them together. However, it is still demand that I rearrange them, because most times when you reduce the size together, they tend to just scatter up. But even at that, we still need to reduce the size so that we can have enough space for these ones. Let me take this one up. And then I'll take this up. You can take this up also. Increase the size. Makes sense. So let's rearrange this back. Let's rearrange this very quickly. Then I'll take this. Let me reduce the size of this last one. Let me increase this a little bit. So let's start writing what the brand offers. But before then, I'm going to head over to text. I'm going to write our services. So I'm going to make use of Montserrat board. I guess I already used it before. Okay, yes. Then I'm going to change the color to sorry, I'm going to change the color to white. Then I went over to background. I'll click on it, and then I'm going to change the background to red. Okay, so but the red I'm going to be using is B7 1C 1C. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to head over to padding. Okay, so let's pad at the left, and let's also pad at the right. Then I'm going to pad up and down too. Up and down. Then I'm going to increase the radius. I'm going to increase the radius. Let's see. Let's pad more. Pad left, pad left. And let's pad down. Okay, also. So, and then I can place it here. And rotate it a little bit. Okay. Now I want to create a shape. Place it here. Then I'm going to copy that same shape I just created. I copy it, and then this time I'm going to rotate it to 90 degrees. So I'll be needing 5 of it. But before then, let me confirm if our black rectangle is enough. So let me try and type one of the services of this brand, like portrait photography. Let's change the font to Montserrat board, and let's change the color to white. So this is too tiny, and that may demand that we also increase this. I'm going to disable this and increase it by the width. So let's increase it and see. Yeah, this is okay. Then I'm going to just elongate this. Okay, so we can make do with this. Okay, so I'm going to copy because I need 5 of this, so I'll copy this. So I'll copy this wedding coverage. So I'm going to click on text. I'll edit this and then I'll put a dot. Yes. So I'm going to change the color of this dot to red, the last red we used, and then I'm going to bring it here. I'll copy again. So I'm going to import a camera I downloaded. Okay, then I'm confident to try and reduce the size. I love this, and then I'm going to create a shape. I'll be needing 3 of these shapes. Okay, so I'm going to go to texture, and then I'll select this image icon. Then I want to put image into that shape. Okay. Let me select this image. Let's crop a little bit. Then let's increase the screen. Yeah. Let's add radius to it. Okay, so I'm going to copy this, rotate it a little bit, position it here. Okay, so now head over to texture again. I'll delete it, click on the picture icon, and then select another picture. And use this guy. Okay, let's try a screen. Yeah. Yeah. Then I'm going to import pin. So I downloaded this pin. Okay, thumb pin. So I'm going to reduce the size. Just put it in. Okay, can you see how beautiful it looks? Alright, so I'm going to copy it again. And then I'm going to create another shape. So I want to write the contact details. I'm going to change the color to black, and then I'm going to head over to opacity and reduce the opacity. Let's head over to color. It's still going to be black, but I'm going to do this. No. Let's add a little bit of white. Okay, yeah. Let's reduce it a little bit. Yes, this is what I want. Then we are going to write the contact details. But before then, let's select. There was this camera downloaded also. This. So let's reduce this size. Place it. Then download. I have this location icon on my phone. Click on this to make it circular. Then I'm going to reduce this one. Let me reduce this. Then reduce the size. Let me bring this third lady to the top. Reduce the size. Then I'm going to type the address. Lucky phase 1 because let's use Montserrat medium. Let's change the color to white. Oh, something is missing in the address. Suit 12. Let's lock this. Let me reduce the line spacing. Okay. Then I'm going to include the contact details. So I'm going to create a white circle, then reduce the size and bring it here. Let's reduce it a little bit more. So I'll bring this to the top of it, but then I'll resize the color icon also. Then I'll copy this and put a phone number +234 9034567892. Good. So let's create a shape here. We want to bring it behind our services. Then I'll change the color. Let's change the color to it. Yeah, then I'll try and rotate it also. Let me try and reduce the height. No, the height is okay. How about the breadth? So I want to change the color to white. So I'll change the color to white. Oh yeah, let me just change the color to white. And then I'll head over to opacity. I'll reduce the opacity. So this is kind of effect that I just want there. Then let's write Jason's Studio. So I'm going to be using Harmony font, Harmony Dream. So let's change the color to black. Then I'll copy this studio. So I'm going to change this to this. Then let's pick another one that is a bit bolder. Yeah. Okay. So there's this last icon I used. Download. Okay. So I'm going to head over to erase color. Then I'm going to erase. I'm going to head over to eraser. Let's erase this stuff. Then I'm going to change the color to black. And I'm going to position it. Yeah, so this is amazing. You can, let's increase it a little bit. Beautiful. So yeah, we are done. so we are done with this. All right, so to get the resources that are used in this tutorial, just go down to the description of this video. You will find a link, so click on the link and you'll be directed to a Google Drive where I already uploaded all the resources you'll be using. And then if you have questions, you can go down to the comment section and state wherever you still need clarity. And if you have a design that likely you have seen somewhere and then you would want me to replicate it on my YouTube channel, just go down to the comment section and also specify the flyer design. You can send the flyer design to the comment section and also write what you'd love me to create about that flyer. And if you want to chat me up on WhatsApp, you can check my profile right here on the YouTube channel so that you can find a link or a number that will direct you to my WhatsApp. All right, so yeah, so if you are new to my channel, so do well to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button, as that will serve as an encouragement to me to also create videos like this in future cases. Okay, and don't forget to share with others. This thing has blessed you, so one more persons should also have access to this beautiful video. With that being said, let's export our design to PNG and Ultra. So our design has successfully been saved. Alright, see you in the next tutorial.